What up, guys? It's Saints Fan, and today I just want to talk about a couple different things that happened over the past couple of hours and everything. I go like 52-8, I think, in this gameplay. Not the greatest, but I just want to talk about a couple of things. Recently, or not recently, but today, as many of y'all know, because I put out that video a couple days ago, the NFL championship games were today, and they were really exciting. And the 49ers and the Giants was the one that came on the second game, and it went overtime. And I kind of feel sorry for the guy, because if y'all didn't watch it, what happened? They were in overtime, and the rules are first person to score wins, pretty much. And New York just punted the ball, and the punt returner for San Francisco, he fumbled it, so they wound up losing on that. And then the Ravens and the Patriots, they could have went into overtime, but unfortunately, the Ravens kicker, he missed a field goal. And those were two exciting games, but I had those on in the background. What I was really watching is the Call of the Community tournament, which, if y'all didn't know, is they did it in Black Ops. That's where it started, and they got a whole group of commentators, and they made them into teams, let them drive players, and then they've had a set list of MLG pros, and they made them on. They put one of those on each team to make it fair, and they went on for a good, I think it was 8 or 9 hours, but it was fun to watch. And while I was watching it, it kind of makes you think, what if this game, Modern Warfare 3, didn't have all the BS in it that, say, I don't know, any other game? And what if the people in the game didn't use it? And you could say, well, hey, that's what game battles is for. Well, honestly, people in game, or not people, but most people in game battles are cool, but there's always them that that team that's just a complete, they're all douchebags, for lack of a better word. And they don't take the game as they do take the game serious, and it's just not fun. Because me, Jack, and some other people, we try to play game battles in Black Ops, and honestly, it didn't work out. We weren't the greatest, but it started to become where we just got our ass kicked, and it wasn't too much fun. But watching the people play today with they couldn't use the striker, the Type 95, no death streaks, which that's common sense in a game battle situation, but they couldn't use the FMG9s. And although most of them did use either the ACR red dot or the MP7 extended mags, it just looked like they were having a blast, and I know most of them even said they were. And just to think, what if this game, not what if this game, but what if the people in this game played that way? Imagine how fun the games would be if everybody just ran around, and not like a wild beast like I tend to do sometimes, or as many of y'all know, one of my favorite commentators, El Presador, like he does. But if they just moved and not sat in corners, because you're not going to get better in a game just sitting in a corner waiting for things to happen. And I'm saying this because back in, I think it was World at War, I wasn't the quote-unquote rusher I am today, and I'll get some good scores every now and then, but I'm nothing compared to the Market J, where he can rush. And although he does have a good internet, I have a crappy internet. Besides that, but he probably runs around a little bit smarter than me though. But we still run around, and that's the way you got to get better. You know, I didn't get better by just sitting in a corner waiting for something, waiting for the action to come to me. You got to go out there and get your kills. But just watching the games today and how fun, or not how fast paced, and even Search and Destroy, which you might think isn't a fast paced game, but some of them they got done in like a couple of minutes. And I was thinking, I'm like, I wish, you know, when I played, stuff like this would happen, where people wouldn't just be sitting in the most random corner. Because honestly, you know, head glitching, you know, I think I would call it semi-camping, but I can understand if you're head glitching by like an objective and you're trying to win the game. But if you're just sitting in a rant, like, that's the problem about all these new kids in this game. And you know, I don't know how many times I've been killed where I'll just turn a corner and I've never seen somebody in this corner or in this just obscure spot, and there's a kid sitting there waiting for me to come around, and then he kills me. And you know, it's weird, because I mean, people say, you know, they should make gameplay or game modes where if you sit in a corner or stops moving, you die and everything. And you know, maybe Infinity Ward, or I guess Treyarch now, should look into that, because if everybody ran around, the game would be so much better, and people would have a lot more fun on it. And of course, people would still rage, but I don't think they would rage as much, because I know, you know, I get mad sometimes when I get outgunned by somebody, and you know, sometimes it is the connection. Most of the times they just outgun me, and you know, I'll get mad just because I'm mad at myself. But when you get killed by somebody in a corner, like I was saying, you just get mad at the game and at them, and then you just rage quit and want to hate this game. And I mean, that's pretty much it. I think this gameplay is coming to an end, but why don't you go put down in the comment section just your thoughts on the whole, I guess, game battles slash, I don't know if y'all watch the Call of the Community tournaments. And actually, you know, like I predicted, I didn't say anybody on here, but a couple of my friends, we were talking the other day about it, and he's like, oh dude, nah, that team that won the tournament, the subscriber tournament, the MLG Pros, they're gonna go in there and just whoop some ass. I'm like, you know, you're probably not wrong, because you know, they're definitely good and everything, but I'm like, look out for Mark and Jay's team, because they got Ronaldinho and T Mart and some other slayers and everything, and they wound up winning the game, so, or the tournament. So shout out to them, hell of a game they played. That's it. You know, stay tuned for more stuff. I'm out. Peace. Subscribe for more.